folks who are fans of the Pac-12 are wondering, okay, what do we do? If we want our conference to survive and thrive, what do we need to do? Well, the first thing the PAC needs to do is learn from the Big 12. Look at what the Big 12 did in 2010, 2011, and 2012 and not do that. And by don't do that, I mean don't sit on your ass and do nothing. Now, for the Big 12, in the short term, it was a smart move because they collected a lot of money. Breaking down the Big 12 contract and dividing it by 10 instead of 12 got all 10 teams a lot of money. So short term, it worked out fine. Long term, completely disastrous. So for the Pac-12, they need to learn that lesson and learn it quick. You cannot sit still in this environment. Now, before the PAC decides to expand with anybody, they need to figure out what they do with their network. Right now, the PAC network is in a shit show mess. It's divided up into God knows how many regional networks, and then there's a national network. None of them have any kind of uniform coverage. None of them have a carriage deal that's worth a damn. So if I'm the PAC, I do this first. Work out what you want to do with your network. Condense it into one PAC network. Throw it on a streaming service of some sort, and then come to an agreement with cable and satellite providers as well. After you do this and get a good carriage deal for your national PAC network, then decide which teams you want to expand with right now. Previously, in a previous video, I described why I believe 4 teams should be chosen right now: Texas Christian, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and Kansas. TCU, Oklahoma State give you a shot in the arm as far as football credibility. Texas Tech, they're okay, middle of the ground. Kansas, no good in football, but A+ superb in basketball. And if we're talking about a PAC network that's nationwide, what happens after football season? Well, a lot of people like college basketball. And I think a lot of people would be intrigued to watch Kansas play against teams like UCLA and USC. So the Pac-12 can't sit still. They've got to move. They've got to address their network issues, number one. They have got to expand relatively quickly, number two. And I think that expansion needs to be in Texas and the Central Time Zone. I've laid out that argument in a previous video. One thing I think most of us can agree on, though, the PAC cannot afford to sit still. If they do that, the Big Ten's going to swoop in before 23 and grab those 4 California teams from the PAC. And at that point, I don't know if there's enough to maintain a power conference. In any case, we'll see how it shakes out. We'll see if the PAC merges with the Big 12 or if they decide on a more measured expansion approach and just take 4, 5, 6 good teams from the Big 12. This is Kevin in Texas saying God bless each and every one of you. Hope you're enjoying this week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.